5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's your boy, and today I'm featuring a Detroit-raised music artist, a genius, an innovator, my boy Mondo Rondo himself.
Yeah, bro. Nice to finally link up with you again after all the great memories we have being in school and, you know, meeting up doing other stuff, bro. It's fun.
Yeah, I'm just so happy to just meet you. It's been a minute, man. You see, obviously, guys, you see the evolution already. Beard grown, locks are grown, so you see this man is definitely in grind mode, as we all should. So yeah, it's really a pleasure. So yeah, so let's make this
questions. I'm curious about what questions you had.
It's a lot of topics, and yeah, it's definitely gonna excite you and, you know, get you off your heels. So
okay,
let's get it. So the first question, Mondo, is who is Mondo beyond the music? What is your origin story? Like, where are you from, and where did you grow up? And just give the audience a general broad overview of who you are.
Man, I'm not even gonna lie, it's way better to be a mystery and just to let people find out. Like, when it comes to speaking and all that talking, bro, it's way better to let your actions do the talking, because you could tell people stuff all day, but then it's like, okay, but they're not gonna believe it. You could tell somebody the cold hard truth, but it's still up to them to believe it or not. To be honest, I'm a real life superhero. You ever seen the movie Kick-Ass?
I've heard about it.
I do that in real life. Just live the movie Kick-Ass and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's way better in real life. Just do that, and then you would know what it's like to be me.
Yeah, essentially, guys, search him up. Because he's a man that lives by actions, not by words.
Exactly.
Okay. So the next thing is, when did music stop being just a hobby, and when did it become serious for you?
Okay, so to be honest, music has always been the way that I express myself and my emotions, because nobody actually cares about men. Nobody cares about us, bro. That's why we have to make art or like do some super top competitive 1% stuff to make people care about us. Like, nobody cared about what I was saying until I started eternally writing it in lyrics. So when I made a song, I sent it to a DJ, and that DJ got me connected to pretty much like a label out in Houston, and then from there it was like, dang, bro, this is super real, bro. Like, and just after experiencing all that, I just haven't stopped.
Was there anything in particular that excited you? Like, what drew you into music? Like, was it just the excitement?
Bro, okay,
is it a family tradition? Like, what?
I mean, kind of, but not really. Like, I'm really more solo, if anything. But I got my bros and stuff. Like, my bro Zog, yeah, bro. Like, we be tag teaming it, bro. Like, Eminem and Dr. Dre. Okay. But, like, that's really what it comes to. Wait, say that shit again?
Whipping up that magic in the lab.
You know, what was that question you were saying?
Oh, like, what enticed you to music? What motivated you?
Okay, so here's the thing.
What was your motivation?
The original motivation was for all the fame, money, and girls. But then I had lived that part already after, like, the whole fame and stuff, and I realized that stuff is fleeting, bro. Like, it does not last. That's only temporary. It's like riding a roller coaster at Cedar Point. Like, you ride the roller coaster and then it's over. So then it's like, okay, then I realized there's more to making music than what everybody be saying. But I'm saying, like,
40-yard dash.
Like, girls, bro, and even like the money, bro, is so much stuff that come with being famous and having notoriety. You don't realize it until after it comes. And a lot of times once you get it, you realize that it don't be worth it. I really prefer to, like, have more of a private, normal, as much as normal as I could get life, for real. Like, when Eminem got offered like $300 million to do all them tours and stuff, he said, like, nah, bro, I'd rather skip that and watch my daughter grow up. And he did that, and a lot of people didn't understand what he was saying, but it's more important stuff in life still, like your family and your friends. That's why we built in this infrastructure right now, like with the interview.
Okay.
So we grow together, because, like, you got these other people interviews and stuff, but they really being paid in Bitcoin, untraceable dollars and stuff, so they could preach whatever message because they have an agenda. Same thing with the music. Like, I'm not gonna say no names, but we know who they are. The people who promote negativity on purpose still to this day.
Yes.
To get us locked up from following what they're saying, and just pretty much keep putting money in the pockets of you know who, you know what I'm saying?
The untouchables, literally.
Yeah. So what we're doing right now is we're building our own infrastructure outside of that. Some safe, a community, change the sound, change the world. It's already working. We got Twitch streamers, we got podcasters, we even got other artists and music stuff on it too. And what I've been doing is I've been keeping everything like real private. So I know who's inside the clique. I know who's inside the gang. And it's like, we got a couple like A-list celebrities on this shit for real. Like,
really?
real life.
Can you give us any names or?
Nah. Because if I give you, here's the thing. You see what happened to Charlie Kirk?
Oh,
you see what happened to JFK? You see what happened to XXX? You see what happened to XXXTentacion? You see what happened to Juice WRLD? You see what happened to Pete? You see what happened to Dolph? Bro, that's real, bro. If whenever you have like a bunch of influence and they know you have influence, they take you off the map. They take you off the chessboard. So you got to like keep it real silent and like just make moves, but don't really like talk about it too much.
Don't publicize it.
Exactly.
Keep it on the low.
That's why I say impact over fame, because when I had the fame, they kept trying to control me with the money that they was giving me, and it wasn't even like good money. It was like really dirty money for real. So like I got away from all that. But in getting away from all that, that made me a big target. Like, bro, that label, after I got away from them, still to this day, they try to hack all my social media accounts. They try to do like just the most sabotaging stuff. Oh, and another thing, bro. After a certain point, whenever you date women, it's hard to do that because some girls are in it for fame, clout, and money, not for who you are as a person. And then you also have like these, I'm not the only one with this story, bro. Real story. I don't even want to say names, but it's somebody else who's also in the upper echelon here, YouTuber. We was just talking about this, like Agent Smith in The Matrix.
Oh,
literally a woman in a red dress.
Okay. Yeah.
So you have these beautiful exotic women, and they come into your life, and she dates you, but she's not really dating you, bro. She's just trying to get information out of you.
Exactly.
Real life.
She's trying to extract wealth and resources. Right? She's coming with an agenda.
I'm talking about that's your basic. I'm talking about these some of them, bro.
Okay, I get you.
FBI, CIA agents, bro.
Trying to set you up. Yeah.
Exactly. So you got to be real careful and cautious. Keep that in your mind, bro.
Men practice. Young artists practice sexual discipline, guys.
No, for real, 100%. Like, listen, if she's like a foreign woman who speaks 5 languages and she's throwing herself at you, you got to really, really lock in and question. Okay. What is her angle? Because I've dealt with that before, bro. And another guy dealt with that too. We had the same story, bro. Same story, where it just seemed like they was trying to extract information, but not really be with us for us. Like, it almost seemed like they was trying to build a case against us. Like, bro, this shit get crazy, bro.
Wow. Man. This is what goes down.
This is the real deal, bro.
Wow. Listen, and you know, for example, you guys got to be aware of this, especially the young artists who want to come into the music industry.
And not only that, but here's the other thing. When you first start shining and stuff, when you first start, like, let's say, I used to wear like the diamond chain and all that, gold chain, but then I realized that it just made me look like a walking lick. So I would have girls, I think, that would also try to set me up through like another guy, bro. But I don't know who the guy would be.
What?
Bro, like, you seen what happened to PNB Rock when he had his location on? You think
you're saying his girl conspired with that other girl too?
Bro, I didn't say that. I didn't say that, but I'm just saying be cautious and be mindful of the people you keep around you. You know what I'm saying? Because all it takes is one person to put you in a situation like that.
Yeah, you get set up.
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
Second Amendment.
All right, and the next thing, my next question is, now transitioning to your struggles and your growth as an artist, right? Because we know you're an independent artist, right?
Yeah.
What's the hardest thing? Because, you know, so many artists, that everyone wants to get signed, you know, because, you know, especially a lot of black artists, right? They're coming out of the hood, you know, and we just accept anything that they give us, whether it be $500,000 on the plate, and you're thinking, man, that's some real money. But what are the hardest things about being an independent artist? Because it's so easy just to join a label and you get all that money up front, but then you're not even getting what you really deserve, right? And you're making these music companies billions of dollars. So like what was the challenges of being an independent artist? Because it's not easy.
I guess the most challenging thing about being an independent artist is doing everything. Because I literally make the music, sometimes produce the beats, I have to distribute it myself, market it myself. But then if you're with a label, like, they kind of do all that for you, but then you're giving up your free will.
Exactly.
Like, a lot of people don't have their independent will anymore because they signed to a label. Like, a lot of them gave their free will up. And they can't even be honest about the situation that they're in because it's kind of like I don't know. Have you ever heard of a Ponzi scheme?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Something similar to that.
But what they said, the journey is harder, and the
journey is more rewarding than the destination, 100% every single time.
Yeah, because you actually have to put out your own money.
And it's about character building because, like, I actually enjoy that part. That's the most fun part to me because, like, it's like a game of Monopoly. You know how you make the most money in Monopoly?
Yeah.
You do that in real life, and it's the same thing. You win. So, like, you get the money, you're able to invest it into your music, do what you want with it. And the best thing when it gets a cycle going, like, after you get, like, a certain amount of numbers and views, so, like, Love So Dangerous, I got money from that song. Okay, cool. And then I just reinvested it back into the same thing. And then it was like a cycle. That is like the most beautiful thing that happens, like when you're independent. Like, I don't know if you'll be able to do that with a label because they might just give you a lump sum, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And you're not even really seeing your royalties or your publishing because, you know, you done gave your willow and your soul up to your whole creative rights to a whole other thing that don't really care about you that much, to be honest. So you're really just a cow to them. They just get milked and they don't love you.
Yeah, once that cow gets used up, they slaughter you, right? Take you to the slaughterhouse.
For real.
What particular struggle have you faced as an independent artist?
Okay,
or just as an artist in general?
Just specifically this is like people don't see you as a person after a certain amount of time. Like, when you don't have numbers and you're not known, you're still a person, okay? Yeah. But then after you make it past that hump, you're no longer a person to them. You become just like an idea, just an image that they see, but they don't see you as a person anymore. Now, my Uncle Cap, he was saying like sometimes people just need things to idolize. I'm not into idolizing nothing, but you know, God, for real.
All praise the Most High.
For real. But people want to like idolize people like they're gods, and nah. Like if people call me like a legend and stuff, like that's cool, you know. Like I'm with that. That's nice, you know. It's true, but that's what other people say, you know. I'm just repeating what they said, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah, but like sometimes it gets to a point where it's like certain girls, they try to treat me like they worship me almost, and that get really weird, bro.
Hell, Mondo.
Yeah, like it's cool, but it's like,
they're like riding on your tail.
Yeah, that's too much. Like I kind of just like what did Eminem say? Like I just want to be just like you, blend in with the rest of the room. Maybe you just pointing me to the closest restroom. Like for real. Like I just want to be chill, man. They come with all this weird stuff.
Yeah, and with that being said, you know, because you say you want to be treated like a normal person, and you know, people change up on you once you obtain a certain amount of fame. What did that teach you?
Bro, I really had to humble myself because I understood why they were doing that. Because I be coming off as like larger than life sometimes because I'm not scared of anything, bro. I be fearless, bro. Like, bro, I'm not gonna lie. After experiencing like a death already, you're not afraid of dying anymore because you died already. So then you just like resurrect and really just wake back up into whatever we call heaven on earth or whatever your consciousness wants to perceive for real. Like some people's consciousness is hell in their consciousness, so that's where they end up. But if you got that heavenly consciousness, that's where you're gonna be. So that's where I'm at, and I stay in that. It's a constant, and that's just the type of energy I walk in and I live in. So, I mean, it's really whatever that person wants to make it for real. It's infinite.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now transitioning to culture and Black History right now, you know, this is Black History Month, right? So what does Black History Month mean to you personally?
Bro, you know me, I'm black, but it's like one thing that I'm tired of seeing is them talking about slavery still and racism.
Exactly.
Yeah, bro.
Always,
so,
man.
Let's
Literally.
celebrate.
I'm a student, and we're like, sorry to interrupt. Literally every year they constantly repeat this slavery Jim Crow narrative, and they wonder why Black people are saying they're pretendians. Like, come on, like nobody wants their identity to be associated with trauma, pain, and suffering. Consistently.
Exactly. Yeah. Now we could talk about Deuteronomy. Was it like
28?
You already know what I'm saying.
Exactly.
You know who were the enslaved people? Okay, that's who the Bible's talking about.
Exactly.
Who were the enslaved people? We could just start there. So we could actually start with our true identity, the root of it, instead of just skipping over. That's what Satan did to Jesus for real in the Bible. He left out certain parts trying to take it out of context and stuff. Like, nah. Like, let's understand our true power. Like, bro, check this out. I got Army of Angels tattooed on me for a reason. You can't really see it, but that says Army of Angels on my arm. Why do you think I got that?
Yeah, because you're under the covenant. Like,
exactly.
The Most High and the angels and your ancestors are watching over you.
Exactly.
But for example, for like, you know, a regular Black person in America, we're just taught that, you know, your history begins in 1619. Like,
yeah,
you know,
and a mental slave is always a slave. You got to free your mind.
Exactly.
And once you free your mind, you can free yourself.
And you can actually live to your fullest potential, because if you constantly keep repeating the imagery, because we know in quantum physics, whatever you consistently focus on, that's the reality you create.
Exactly. What you give, like, where every attention flows, energy goes.
Exactly.
And life ain't, and your emotions ain't nothing but energy in motion.
Exactly.
Once you control your emotions, you can control your energy and direct it like a laser wherever you're trying to get, like, point to and just burn through. You could do it, bro. Just focus.
So, so do you think Black history is being celebrated authentically?
Nah,
or
bro. They
commercially?
keep trying to take us back. That's why they keep trying to, like, remind. That's just. If we're gonna make Black history, bro, let's talk about Black greatness. You know what I'm saying?
Before
like, it's a lot of great Black people, for real. Like, Martin Luther King is cool. Malcolm X is great. But then there's also more, you know. Harriet Tubman is dope as fuck.
Exactly.
We gotta shout her out, because any slaves, I was like, you know, I didn't mean to cut you off, but like, you gotta think about that Harriet Tubman stuff, because that's some real stuff for real. She said, like, if you want to go back, I'm gonna just kill you myself.
Exactly. Because Black people were mentally enslaved, so she said, "Man, I'd rather carry these Negroes on my back and take them to the promised land, right?" That was her mindset, was about the collective, right? So, with that being said, right, with Black artists like yourself, right, and you know, for so long, right, I've always been, you know, arguing with Black people about, you know, the hip hop industry, or just about Black music in general, on how it's been super destructive, right? And a lot of Black artists will say, "Man, oh man, you know, gang violence, drugs, this was part of my story, man, and it's none of your business, man. This is my life story, so I can't fake it," right? So, do you feel like Black artists?
No, but here's the thing. I'm glad you mentioned that. Listen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fill you in. I'm gonna fill all y'all in. Some of them artists that's all gangster rap is actually informants. And no, listen. There's some of them are actually informants, and I'm not going. You know, I had a friend who was in a situation, and somehow, even though the consequences should have been way more than what they were, he was only in jail for maybe about 12 to 24 hours, bro.
Hallelujah.
With hallelujah, but also at the same time, what type of connections would you have if you do something super illegal to get out like that? Somebody might have said something and said blah blah blah. That sounds like some potential informant stuff. So I'm just letting y'all know, like, a lot of these gangster rappers, they look like some informants from a wisdom perspective.
But that's my favorite rapper. NBA Youngboy's he's my favorite rapper. Bro, you against the culture. You not lying.
Nah, bro, I'm telling them the truth. I don't care if they get offended by it. That's the truth, bro.
That's my favorite rapper, man. I'm about to go to Little Caesars Arena and support my boy. You speaking against my favorite rapper? What's wrong with you, bro?
Hey, bro, listen. People are still a fan of wrestling. I just like UFC better.
Exactly. Come on, guys. Hey, don't hate the prophet. Hate the truth. Exactly.
No cat.
Yeah, and so the lead to my question: do you think Black artists? Do you think that they have a collective obligation to speak on corruption and injustice and spread positivity?
That's the movement. That's the change the sound, change the world. That's why I wear this ring. Change the sound, change the world. That's the movement we're pushing. I know who's a part of it. I know who's in it. But if we publicize it too much, then that's gonna cause a lot of chaos, and it might even lead to another whole civil war. And we're not trying to even go there. You know, like, it could really get bad. So we're really trying to be as safe as possible with it. And you know, it's not just Black people. We also have, like, white people in it too. You know, like, it's all shades of people.
The whole music industry needs, and it's kind of, you know, we're gonna connect, and we're actually gonna be going to the next time with Epstein, but to interconnect that with Epstein. But I think the music industry right now is at a plateau, because we're now, all the elites, all the people we admired and looked up to are now being exposed.
Oh my God.
And leading to that, why do you think so many people are so drawn to high, powerful figures, or this high profile scandals and powerful figures? Like, why is now everybody shifting their focus towards Epstein and all these powerful people who are being exposed? Like,
honestly, that's the only way that a revolution can be started. Like, if we're gonna start a revolution, it starts with the people. Like, literally in the Constitution says we the people, not we the politicians. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know, the power is in our hands. We just have to decide to use the power. Everybody has a voice. They just have to use their voice. We got these social media platforms to bring awareness. You know, like, awareness is the main thing. A lot of people, they aren't able to have a perspective on something because they just aren't aware of it. But once you make somebody aware of something, they're able to have a perspective on it. Then once they have a perspective on something, they can have a certain intention with it and put actions into getting that, whatever that is, done, whatever their goal is. That's the most foundational way I could break it down.
Yeah, because, you know, even myself, because, you know, I admired many of these slaves growing up. Like, I was adored by them, because you love their music, you love. But I was very surprised. A lot of our favorite entertainers.
Jay-Z is literally on that, and bro, Jay-Z, what I'm hearing is like P. Diddy and Jay-Z are some straight up demons, bro.
Diddy was.
Yo,
gosh.
bro, oh my, and it's like, man, oh man,
These guys are like, the crimes they did, it seems like it's just like unforgivable. It's like,
man, yeah, you just gotta just. Yo, and tell me why the Pope was also on the list of the Epstein Island, bro.
oh god.
Why is a Pope
Dang.
on the Epstein Island list? Is it really that, bro? You get crazy. And I'm here, they're eating babies and
Yeah,
stuff.
doing sacrifices, child sacrifice.
Bro, that is absolutely insane. For real. Like, it's out of this
Man.
world, but it's actually on Earth and happening. Like, bro, that's how you can tell me, like, you cannot tell me it's like, no, bro, it's angels and demons on this planet right now. You cannot
Yeah.
tell me otherwise. Cannot convince me.
And how do you think with this incident? How do you think this will change how young people perceive institutions?
Oh yeah,
and
nah,
power?
bro. You know dang on well we already not even going with none of that stuff, bro. Gen Z already have a problem with authority as it
Yeah.
is. Like them niggas barely.
You're also
listen.
badass kids, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Excluding myself, I'm good.
You know what I'm saying? But it's not that they don't listen. They just really have a mind of their own. Like things have to make sense. And apparently with that list that came out, stuff ain't making sense. You know what I'm saying? So if things make sense, Gen Z and stuff will be on board. But if it doesn't make sense, we're gonna be a revolutionary and start our own stuff. You ever seen Durara, the anime?
No, I haven't
Okay,
watched
so in this
man. It's
anime
been a
called
minute, man.
Durara, there's a city, Ikebukuro. Mikado, he's the leader of a colorless gang. He knows like some of the members in it and stuff, but for the most part, the gang is colorless. They don't even wear colors. They just look like normal everyday people. I'll let y'all fill in the blanks of why I just said that. You don't even know who's who, but I know who's who. You know what I'm saying? I keep it like that for a reason. It's impact over fame. So yeah, we're working on that. We're changing it, but things are a slow process because everybody still has their own emotions and the way they feel about certain things, and we talking through it. Everybody needs to compromise. That's really what it comes down to. But some people also just need to get sense of health.
Literally, because there's certain wicked people that just literally corrupt the society, and they hinder the society from reaching its fullest potential.
Exactly, but that you know what we do with the drag? We cut it off.
Exactly.
You know, like it's like a car going full speed or even a plane, and if you got some type of parachute on the back of it, and you're not trying to slow down, you cut it off
Exactly.
so you can fly like a rocket.
Yeah. So now back to your music career, right? So when it comes to success, what's more important, manifestation or discipline?
You need both. Like, it's really both, bro. It's like a balance of both. And not only that, but it really comes down to consistency. Consistency, discipline, and manifestation. What are you gonna do? Just like sit and meditate all day? Like faith without works is dead. So
Exactly.
You know, like
But meditation does make your thoughts clear, and it does give you a clearer idea of what you want
yeah,
to do.
don't get me wrong. I'm not doubting meditation.
You just
That's
gotta
I
combine.
meditate like constantly, and like also living in prayer too.
Yeah.
Like realizing that the air you breathe is the creation energy. This is what
Exactly.
you create with. You know, like every moment I could just wave my hand if I wanted to. Look, I just created myself waving my hand with the air that I'm breathing. This creation energy, this God around us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We are gods. Literally. We as he said, we are creators. We're literally every second, every minute, every
Every breath.
breath. Like we're literally like just meeting up with him. We're literally warping timelines just to meet with each other right now. Like we're creating reality as we speak right now. Like it's just like we like human beings just have forgotten the power that we have. Like we have the most powerful gift, which is creating reality. Like we're literally creators.
Yeah, no
And
cap. And you want to know why it's so loud
Yeah.
right now? Why all these demons are being exposed? Is because their power. All right, you ever seen Avatar: The Last Airbender with Fire Lord
Yeah,
Ozai?
yeah, yeah. Oh man,
You
that
remember?
was my show, man.
So he didn't kill Fire Lord Ozai, but he took his power.
Whoa, really?
Yeah. Because he was supposed to kill him, but he said, "I don't want to kill you. I want to spare you instead."
Oh yeah, he did say that.
Yeah. So he like literally takes his fire bending away from Fire Lord Ozai, and that's what's happening in the music industry and in the overall industry right now. The powers that have been going on for so long, there has been like a domino effect and butterfly effect of moves that have been set up in the past that led till now. To where these evil demons have had their power taken away, and that's why they're getting so loud right now. Like, bro, I told you my block just got shot up all up and down the street recently. Stuff is getting loud, bro. It could be a war, bro. Anybody could die any day, bro. You gotta be grateful for being able to walk, talk, see your family, all that, because it could end before you even know it if you're not careful.
What daily habits do you do every day to keep you locked in?
Ignore everybody, bro. I keep my phone on do not disturb. Bro, I'm telling you, bro, because when people see you as a spectacle, it's like everybody's trying to grab at you and get something from you, and I just I couldn't take that anymore because I used to be like such a people pleaser. I used to want to do everything for everybody, and I was for years, and then I just had no energy left for myself. So then in order to stay disciplined and locked in now, it's like I put a aura bubble around myself, and anything that's not on that same like wavelength and vibe, that's not growing on the same path, I just do not allow in my life at all. Now that comes with women, like those women who.
Oh, that's another thing as music. What's some of the biggest distraction for musicians that the music industry offers?
Drugs, women, the whole world. Everything in this world is a distraction. Like, that's why moderation is super important. But like all the advertising and stuff, you gotta think about like what agenda, what motive, what are they programming into your mind, and how is that programming affecting you? 99% of this stuff is not good. That's just what I'm putting. So I just literally have ignored the whole world, and I started creating my own world within this world, but now it's like taking over like COVID, but positively.
Okay, okay. And so tell us, where do you see yourself right now, and where do you see yourself in 5 years? Like, what are some goals you want to knock off as an artist?
So within 5 years, like, I want to forgive people, bro. Like, there's a couple people I'm still really upset and mad about because they knew what Change the Sound, Change the World was, and they know what it is and what it's doing, but they're still being very selfish and self-centered and inconsiderate, and they're literally mind-effing kids using their suffering for financial gain. And that is the most demonic, wrong stuff, sabotaging stuff ever. Like, I'd be wanting to just go to their shows and choke them to death myself. But then it's like, you know what? I gotta let God handle it and just, you know, hey, man.
What are some of the messages they're using to traumatize kids and inflict that can really damage the kids?
All right, so they're leading the kids wrong. They're leading the kids down a simple path. I don't know if they're doing it intentionally or unintentionally.
Oh, they gotta be doing it intentionally.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I talked about this with Zog just like literally yesterday, for real. And he said, well, some people just don't have control of their emotions. You know what I'm saying? So it is like some type of, you know, some people they just act from their trauma.
Yeah.
And when you have a super A-list celebrity who's not healed and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's just going, because he's unhealed, he's going to just transfer that energy to
exactly.
the children.
And that's what's going on, you know, but I've been like mitigating it as much as I possibly can, you know.
So when your motivation fades, what keeps you going?
God. You gotta think about it, bro. The only reason I'm alive is God, bro. I almost died a bunch of times. Like, I think I even did die before. But like, when God gives you an extra life, are you going to waste it?
No.
Absolutely not, bro. I wake up every day like, bro, God gave me another day. I'm about to make the most of it, and I'm about to do as much good in this world as I can. But in doing good in this world, there are people who profit from the bad.
Yeah.
And because I'm doing good, and my good is taking away from their bad, that's why they want to do very bad. Sabotage and even try to take lives and stuff. It's crazy. Yeah.
Wow. What's one piece of advice you would give to a young musician who's entering the industry? Because a lot of them, they don't have anyone around them that has any experience. You know, a lot of them are just a lot of young musicians are naive, they uninformed. They think everything
they're really green and square.
Yeah.
We all start like that. Everybody starts somewhere. And one thing that I could tell, like, if you're an artist and you're trying to come into this game, bro, you need a bulletproof vest. You need a gun.
What?
Yes, dog. I'm being for real.
What if you're not into hip hop or rap?
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, maybe not. Either way, if you're gonna make, all I'm saying is, if you're gonna come into this game, you got to prepare for war. If you're not mentally prepared for war, physically prepared for war,
you're screwed.
Because the war is gonna come to you whether you like it or not. Point blank. Period.
Okay.
So you just gotta be ready for it when it comes.
And would you recommend them be independent or get signed to a major company?
So what they be saying is, they say be independent first, get big, and then use your independent like stuff as leverage to sign to a label. Me personally, I already worked with a label before, and I don't see the point of it.
Do you think working for a label restricts creativity?
It can. It really depends. My thing is, like, if you're working with a label, it's cool. But like, if you're working for a label, it's not cool.
Oh, okay. If you're like,
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you're doing cool partnership, then it's different.
Yeah,
if you're working under them, then that's where.
Yeah, because you got to think about Master P, like that. He got one of the most craziest deals ever, and then Frank Ocean pulled that bank heist of a deal that was crazy. You got to really study the game for real.
So now, lightning round questions.
All right.
Studio or stage?
Oh, you can't have one without the other, bro.
But if you had to choose,
I sleep in the studio and I lay down on the stage like I belong there. Man, I love both.
Where are you? What place are you the best when it comes to like your creative process?
Both, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Like this. All right, fine. We can say the left hand is the studio and the right hand is the stage. Like, come on, now. I love them both. It's like two titties, man. It's one.
Come on, bro. We got to spread positive to the youth, man. We don't want them to get into lust. There.
No lust. I love women, respectfully.
All right, and dream collaboration, alive or dead?
My dream collaboration is with Angela Halili of Girls Gone Bible. She does podcasts. Not even an artist, but she's just somebody I need to collaborate with, and she knows exactly why.
How about music-wise?
Music-wise, me, myself, and I. I don't really like any artists. Well, actually...
Everybody, come on, dude. There's a lot of... Come on. There got at least one artist.
I used to, but, like, people are so strange and weird. Like, I met my heroes, bro, and then you realize a lot of your heroes are weird as freak, bro. Like, a lot of these people, like, they're normal people, but a lot of them are just weird. You know, but there are artists I respect, and that, like, you know, if we just cross paths, I would definitely work with. Like, Courtney Bell, bro, I really believe he's gonna be, like, the future of Detroit. Like, once more people start waking up and getting enlightened. I think he's gonna be the future of Detroit for real. And then,
oh, bro, I forgot to ask you, what artist influenced your sound? And then I forgot to ask you that.
Oh, bro, to be honest, like, Snow the Product, Futuristic, Montana 300, like, when that, they inspired me to, like, really first start, like, rapping, because I seen the way they was doing it, even Hobson, but...
Oh, yeah, okay.
But Hobson, bro... You look really good in that Gucci suit. I seen that you purchased a Gucci suit from the Gucci store, and you look great in the Gucci suit, Hobson. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, I didn't get that, bro. All right, that was...
Hobson knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, did you meet him in person?
I don't have to. Just, if you meet Gucci, you might meet Hobson, too. They're always together. They're like best friends or something.
I hope Hobson wasn't in the FC file.
Nah, he wasn't.
All right. One word to describe your sound. If someone were to listen to your music for the first time, what can they get?
Bro, okay, people say that I have a fucking, I have a, they used to be saying I have a cocaine sound. Like, to me, I'm just authentic, original in myself. Like, that's the music I like to make, because I be having that volcanic, explosive sound. Sometimes I be having chill, melodic stuff, but for the most part, the way my music comes out is life just puts me to such a point where it's like I'm gonna harm somebody, so it's like, okay, let me not harm somebody, let me make a song instead, and then it comes out like a volcano.
Oh Lord. Yeah, guys, don't get on Mondo's bad side, guys. Hey, spread positivity, show up to the brother, man. You don't want to see that boy turn into Incredible Hulk.
Just be loving and caring, chill, fair, kind, but then people just want to be immature and irresponsible and test my gangster, and then it's like, now I gotta fry you lyrically. All right, make me do that.
Guys, we don't want to be gangster, man. This is a God-fearing man. This is a new man. This is a Renaissance man.
100%. Yeah. Well, hey, speaking of Renaissance man, yeah, I am the Renaissance man. ASAP Rocky got that from me. No cap.
Hey, only time will tell.
Well, time already told.
Well, Mondo, it was great doing this interview, man. I appreciate it. You gotta do this again, man.
Yo, bro, thank you for real. And this is the infrastructure I'm talking about, because I would not be able to say the truth like this on those other podcasts, because they're getting paid for stuff like this to not be promoted, to not come out.
Yeah, so
and when that, how you, Tory Lanez, perfect example. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. Oh, okay, yeah. That was a great one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, guys. That being said, guys, tune in for more. About to do part 2 with
Thank
Mondo
you for helping me build this infrastructure, bro.
Anytime,
you have no idea. This is how we're gonna take over the world. Change the sound, change the world. This is a part of it, bro. We got the journalists in here now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In the beginning, man. Yeah. Tell them where they can find you, man.
Just Mondo on Twitter, Instagram, and then Mondo Made Magic on YouTube. And if you want to like really trip yourself out, go to my Twitch. Mondo. You might find some crazy stuff.
Okay. Any last words you want to give to the audience?
Be yourself. Stop copying people because you don't know what made them into the person that they are.
All right, you heard it from the Grandmaster.
Peace.
Oh, that was fun, man. That was fun. I enjoyed
Bro,
it. That was fun.
thank you, bro, for real.
Yeah.
Like, we needed that for real. The whole world needed that.